What's going on, everybody? It's me, the Great Heisman here, and today I'm going to be looking back at the 2018 FIFA World Cup. So the FIFA World Cup has finally come to an end after about a month of it. The World Cup ended last week, but I was on vacation, so now that I'm back from vacation, I want to do my World Cup reaction/review video. So looking back at the World Cup, man, this World Cup surprised the crap out of me because, first of all, man, I don't know what happened with Germany at the World Cup, dude. I mean, they're stacked with talent. You got Marco Reus, Mesut Ozil. Germany in the World Cup had Neuer too, even though he was coming off of an injury. They had Timo Werner. I thought that Timo Werner was going to do amazing for Germany because, you know, Germany's weakest position in football right now is the striker position. And I feel like that if Germany had a good solid striker, they would have definitely they would have possibly defended their World Cup title, because ever since the retirement of Miroslav Klose, Germany have been trying to fill in the void left by him. And of course, the retirement of Lahm also was a big loss for Germany, even though they have a Joshua Kimmich. But I don't know what went wrong for Germany at the World Cup, because it surprised the crap out of me that Germany did not exit the group stage in the World Cup, because normally they get out of the group stage easily at the World Cup. They always finished in the top three. From 2000, they basically finished third place, like, I think 2002 they finished from 2002 to 2014, they always finished in the top three in the World Cup. And surprisingly, this year in 2018, Germany did not finish in the top three at all in the World Cup. So that was just absolutely mind-boggling. But let me know, what do you guys think went wrong for Germany at the World Cup? And, you know, because, like, I honestly thought that Germany were going to defend their World Cup title and possibly repeat. But France won the World Cup, which, I mean, I kind of saw this coming, because before my World Cup, in my World Cup prediction video, I said that the four teams that I think are going to likely win the World Cup are either Germany, France, Brazil, or Spain. Those were my top four teams that I picked. And France, man, they freaking killed it at the World Cup. Nothing much else I could say. Kylian Mbappe, he's the future of football. He's definitely going to probably take over as the world's best football player. And yeah, so hey, man, France were one of the top four teams to make it to the World Cup final and win it. So, you know, you can't say anything about it, that, man. France are just completely stacked with talent. I mean, that team is just loaded. I mean, they're literally loaded with talent. And I do think that with talent like that, they could repeat as World Cup champions in Qatar. You know, in my speaking, this is just from a non-biased standpoint, you know, because, I mean, you look at France's talent. Talent is what wins you games, guys. It does. Trust me. Talent wins you everything. It wins you every trophy. Because if you have the talent, then you can definitely go far. But obviously, now let's get into Poland, because I thought that Poland were going to pick up where they left off from Euro 2016, but unfortunately, I was completely wrong. Don't know what went wrong for Poland at the World Cup, because I was rooting for them. Thought they were going to maybe make some noise, but hey, Poland absolutely were horrible at the World Cup. I don't know how they're the 8th best ranked team in the world right now. I don't know how much they're going to drop in FIFA rankings right now, because no, they were they were the 8th best ranked team in the world, but they did not play like the 8th best ranked team at the World Cup. Seriously, man, that just goes to show you that rankings don't mean anything. All it really matters is going out there, playing on the pitch, and being able to score. That's what really matters in the World Cup. Rankings, they're just rankings, dude. What really matters is how you perform on the pitch. And the way how Poland performed at the pitch at the World Cup was absolutely atrocious. Just completely disastrous. Seriously, man. It just... And Nawalka's gone, which sucks because he's done an amazing job. He's turned that Poland team around, but it's just his tactics at the World Cup were absolutely atrocious. Don't know why he didn't play the standard 4-4-2 formation. Don't know why on earth he was trying this 3 in the back stuff. It was not working at all. And Poland just they conceded 4 goals in the group stage. They conceded 5 goals. Sorry, they conceded 5 goals in the freaking group stage. Szczesny, he's completely regressed. I hate to say it, but I don't know why he tried coming off his line that Senegal game, because he just left an empty netter for Senegal to score, and they made it 2-0. Even though Krhovac scored, that wasn't enough to come back. But let's take a look at Brazil now. Brazil, man, I don't know what to say about Brazil. They lost 2-1 to Belgium. Neymar, I mean, yes, I heard about the Neymar situation at the World Cup. Not really going to get into that either. But personally, I think that Brazil's best player at the World Cup was probably Coutinho. And it definitely shocked me to see Brazil lose to Belgium because with having Neymar, Coutinho, Roberto Firmino, Marcelo, who's the best attacking left back in the world, I thought that Brazil were also going to make lots of noise at the World Cup. I didn't think that Brazil were going to lose. So, but unfortunately, Brazil lost. They beat Mexico 2-0, but they lost 2-1 against Belgium. And about Spain, man, not going to lie, I thought that Spain could go far too, but Spain lost to Russia. I really have no excuses for that game. They lost to Russia on penalty shootouts. It is what it is. There's nothing you can really do about it. Russia were playing at home, and they just beat Spain on penalty shootouts. So, hey, I was very shocked to see Russia beat Spain. I mean, well, yeah, but even though Russia were playing at home, I thought Spain were going to win the game like maybe 2-0 or 3-1, but Russia, they did amazing at the World Cup. You got to give credit to Russia. And Croatia is the team that really surprised me at the World Cup because they're only a nation of 4 million people, and they just absolutely killed it at the World Cup. And honestly, man, Croatia should be proud of themselves. They did absolutely freaking amazing. They've won my heart and respect. Definitely, Croatia, man. They played some of the most passionate football I've ever seen. They did their best against France, but unfortunately, dude, from a realistic standpoint of view, I saw that I knew that France were definitely likely going to beat Croatia because there was like a 99% chance that France were going to win that game simply because when you compare Croatia's talent with France, France just literally just has more talent than Croatia. And, you know, that's why France beat Croatia. But, I mean, Croatia, I'm hoping they'll be able to redeem themselves for that World Cup loss. I know it's heartbreaking because imagine if Croatia had won the World Cup. That would have been crazy. You know, Luka Modrić winning his first World Cup title because I still think that Luka Modrić is the best midfielder in the world. I mean, Luka Modrić, that guy has really this guy's passing is just absolutely amazing. This guy has excellent vision. And that's why I think Luka Modrić is the best midfielder in the world, you know. And let's talk about England right now, dude. England have also won my heart and respect, you know, because in the England-Croatia game, it was tough to see who I should root for because, I mean, I grew up watching England and Croatia play, and I remember when England had the days of Frank Lampard, Steven Gerrard, and whatnot. I remember Wayne Rooney too, but Gareth Southgate has completely turned that England team around completely, and I think England will be a top 5 team for years to come. That's just my personal opinion, just because, you know, they got Harry Kane, Jesse Lingard, Raheem Sterling, who's got crazy pace. That can really cause problems for opposing defenses with his pace. And they got, who else does England have? I think Jordan Pickford is going to continue to be the starting goalkeeper for England because Jordan Pickford looks like a very promising goalkeeper for England. And they also have Jack Wilshere, and they have Jamie Vardy too. I mean, seriously, dude, England, I think, are going to be a top 5 team for years to come. And not going to lie, it was very shocking to see them lose to Croatia because I kind of felt like that. I kind of thought that England were going to win that game against Croatia because, you know, when they scored that free kick, I thought it was going to be the game for England, but then Croatia scored 2 goals with their the thing about the Croatia-England game is that Croatia just absolutely killed England with the high crosses because Croatia were crossing the ball into the box a lot, and I guess that was the way how they beat England. Then Mario Mandžukić he scored that goal from a side post because he took it was like a deflection off of an English defender, and Mario Mandžukić was able to put that goal into the net. But I think England could make the case for Euro 2020. So as I was saying, I think that England will be one of the favorites to win Euro 2020 in 2 years. In 2 years. And then Argentina, they lost against France in the first round of 16. So don't know what to say about that. But Argentina in the World Cup were pretty bad, if you ask me, because Argentina didn't have Sergio Romero, and Sergio Romero is Argentina's best goalkeeper. Without him, Argentina just conceded way too many goals in the World Cup. I'm sorry, guys, but Argentina played pretty bad at the World Cup. And I mean, with the exception of that Nigeria game and that Croatia game, that game was just a complete disaster for Argentina. I mean, Argentina are going to have to probably rely on Sergio Romero as their goalkeeper because, I mean, I've seen Sergio Romero play. That guy can save penalties. It's just that I think he's still at Manchester United, but I think that Sergio Romero should go to a club where he's going to get more playing time. That's just my personal opinion. And those are pretty much all the teams that I covered. Because, you know, I picked Argentina and Portugal both as my runner-ups, so now that I covered Argentina, I'm going to cover Portugal. And Portugal, man, Ronaldo single-handedly carried the Portugal team in the World Cup. And honestly, dude, Ronaldo has really done a crazy job at the World Cup. He's, I think he became like one of the all-time goal scorers in the World Cup or something like that, because I know that he's already Portugal's all-time leading scorer, but I think he broke a record at the World Cup. I'm not 100% sure. But I don't know if this was the last World Cup for Ronaldo. Do you guys think that he's going to return for the 2022 World Cup in Qatar or no? But speaking of the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, the thing about it is that unlike in the summer, the World Cup is going to be played in the winter in November, simply because in Qatar it gets up to like 120 degrees Celsius there, which is around 50 degrees. No, it gets up to 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Excuse me, I didn't mean to say 120 degrees Celsius. My bad. Yeah, as I was saying, that's pretty much the weather in Qatar in the summer, and which is equivalent to 50 degrees Celsius, which basically means that you can't play soccer like that because that's basically too hot to play soccer. So that World Cup is going to be in the winter. And I still don't know which nation is going to be hosting the Euro 2020. They're still going to announce that. But now that the World Cup in Russia is over, it's time for club football. Bayern won 3-1 against PSG. Super happy with the performance. I'm hoping Renato Sanchez can redeem himself at Bayern. And yeah, man. Belgium also, they won third place at the World Cup. They did good. I mean, Belgium also did an amazing job. Eden Hazard, Lukaku, Kevin De Bruyne. Belgium also could be one of the favorites for Euro 2020, with also Courtois and Roberto Martinez. He led Belgium to third place at the World Cup. But anyways, guys, those are pretty much the World Cup teams that I covered. The main teams. Germany, man, damn. I think that Germany will redeem themselves in Euro 2020 if they manage to qualify for it. But I think they're going to be one of the hosts for Euro 2020. I'm not 100% sure. But it just absolutely shocked me to see Germany do very poorly in the World Cup. I mean, losing 2-0 to South Korea, like, wow, that was just absolutely probably the biggest upset at the World Cup. And one more team that I will talk about in this video is Sweden, because as you guys know, Sweden have really just completely taken the World Cup by surprise. Like, let's be honest here. I didn't think that Sweden was ever going to get this far in the World Cup, but hey, they freaking did it, man. They lost Ibrahimovic to retirement, so I thought to myself, okay, how is Sweden going to perform now that they don't have Ibrahimovic? But it seems like that ever since Ibrahimovic's retirement, Sweden have been doing better in football, so to speak. They've been playing as a team. They just been playing just crazy football, you know, beating France in the World Cup qualification 2-1, and then they beat Mexico 3-0, which was possibly the most craziest result of the World Cup, because I thought Mexico were going to win that game because, you know, Mexico is a good team, but Sweden just absolutely won 3-0 surprisingly in that game. And then they beat Switzerland in the round of 16 before losing to England, but I still think that Sweden has a very bright future ahead of them. I mean, their defense at the World Cup was very good. Seriously, Sweden's defense played amazing. Like, they have Lindelof in defense, and I don't know the other defenders, but they have Forsberg. The only Swedish players I know are Forsberg and Lindelof, who plays for United, and Forsberg plays for Leipzig. But going forward, I think that Sweden could make some serious noise also at the Euro 2020 if they manage to qualify, if they continue to play like how they played at the World Cup. But anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you thought about it. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, share the video, and turn on notifications.